Hello friends, SentinalhMC here, and welcome back to our Factorio Seablock Let's Play. So I've gone ahead and I've constructed some more land. So really all that I did was I came over here and I built myself a land factory, a couple of electrolyzers and a crusher, just making slag, putting the slag into the crusher to make stone, and then crafting the stone into landfill. And doing that, I was able to get enough landfill to sort of increase the size of our island by quite a bit, especially over here on the right hand side, which is where I focused, so that we can optimize things a bit this episode, and as well as making our like production setups for things far more versatile, or at least fill out the production, because at the moment misplaced. We're not saturating this system at all. It's not properly balanced. We've got a ways to go yet. So let's do that. This is what we're doing in this episode. We're improving it. Basically, we got some ratios that we want to go through here. So I've got technically 6 algae farm Mark 1s here. I'm not sure how they compare to Mark 2s, but if it's at least 4 equivalents, then this will work properly. Basically, what we're going to need is 4 of these liquefiers producing the actual cellulose fiber, which we already have, but then we need way more than that. We need producing wood pellets. So each assembling machine can produce 2 wood pellets in 4 seconds, which means it produces effectively 1 wood pellet every 2 seconds, so effectively half a pellet every second. And this over here can take 8 pellets in 2 seconds, so 4 every second. So we need to get this to where it can produce 4 wood pellets per second instead of half. So we technically need like 8 of these assemblers producing pellets. Basically just means I need to make more assemblers, which we have down here, craft some more assemblers, and we just need to spread the things out. So basically the assemblers on the top row are putting all of their items onto the top of this belt, whereas the assemblers at the bottom row, all their items are ending up on the bottom of the belt. So we're balanced. Of course, we're out of like lots of stuff, so things have quit running. It's out of carbon dioxide because we, disassembled the carbon dioxide setup. So power can go there, and then we'll just run that there. Copy and paste the recipe. So now we need another assembler, because we have to assemble the wood bricks. But then this will be the last assembler that we need for this. And then I just need enough furnaces to keep up with the wood bricks. Alright, so those are offloading their coal. I'm going to have to split off some of this coal, but for now I think we'll just run it all where it goes. So let's check this blue. No, that's not the right one. Where's Waterlubber's blueprint? There it is. Because what he's got, what's going on here is the combo. It's doing everything automatically, the crushing and smelting it, and because you can smelt the crushed stuff into carbon as well, which is probably a better way to do it. Right, so off of this we need the ore crusher, however many ore crushers it'll actually take, so that we can crush it. Crushed coal, let's see, it eats 1 per second. This is producing 2 per second of the wood bricks, and so that smelts evenly into coal, I believe. Does it? If I put 1 wood brick in here, do we get 1 coal or do we get 2? 3. We get 3. Okay, so this is producing 2 bricks per second, Each brick produces 3, so we're getting 6 coal per second. So if we wanted to crush all of it, we would need 6 of these, but we don't want to crush all of it anyway. We don't need to. So we'll just go ahead and place this right here. This will eat 2 crushed coal in 4 seconds, so it'll eat 1 crushed coal every 2 seconds, which means it's not enough to run it full time. But then it doesn't need to run it full time. We could take the rest of it and smelt it. By the way, if anyone's interested, I'm starting to play Path of Exile again. So if anyone here is actually interested, let me know if you want to see a video about it, because I'm starting a new build that I think is going to be really fun. Okay, so that goes in there. This can come down here, and then we can just pipe this back to where we were piping it before. Come on, computer, don't interrupt me. Windows 10 likes to interrupt me to tell me that it wants me to update, but I don't want to. Alright, there we go. The issue that we end up having is that we end up having to clarify this stuff, because we'll completely fill up, and then we won't run anymore. But we can fix that now. We can fix that by instead running some furnaces, and these don't need to run all the time, so we won't bother with any fancy belting. Okay, so if you see, we'll do that. We'll drop tile position here, and then we'll pick up over there and drop over there. But you see what we can do is that we can pick up and drop from the same tile to the same inserter. So these inserters can pick up the coal coke and drop it right back into the furnace to fuel the furnace with coal coke, which is awesome. So all we have to do is jump start it. Oh right, it's not carbon yet, it's just coke. So these will be running on coke at the moment, which is not what I want. I don't want them running on coke, so we won't do that. I forgot that this makes coke. It doesn't make carbon. I want to run stuff on carbon, you see. Okay, so the coke needs to be made into carbon, and that needs to happen in the liquefier. So I could just slap one down like right here. Anyway, let's take a look. Yeah, carbon dioxide and coke. It eats two coke. It eats 1 coke a second, basically. At maximum, it'll eat 1 coke per second to produce 3 carbon. But we actually broke our carbon dioxide production, so we need to fix that first. So in order to make the carbon dioxide, we need the coal. So like I said, we don't want all of the coal to go in here, because right now very little is running. So the coal needs to come over to here, and then it needs to go into a liquefier, and that liquefier will turn it into carbon dioxide, which we will then pump over to there. Alright, this works. Well, it's not exactly what I had in mind, but it'll work. We're running out of space in which to do this. Alright, so we're producing carbon dioxide again, which is what we were lacking, so that because we weren't able to actually. That's why this stuff all quit running. This is running now. That one's not. This one is. That one's not. This one is. This one's getting it now. Yeah, so we're going. Once we start getting algae and stuff into this system, it'll kick back on and we'll start getting more coal, which is nice. Okay, so we need to put carbon dioxide in here, but I want the system to get back up to where I want it to get fully pressurized again. So we'll go and grab I want an overflow valve, but I can't afford it yet. I gotta get this metals, so we'll do that next episode so I can get an overflow valve. That way it'll only send carbon dioxide into this if it's got more than 80% in the system, which I think will work out just fine. So we'll go like there, make some more pipe, run that straight up. Now this is getting, well, it will get carbon dioxide. Of course, once we get fast inserters, we'll be able to take apart all these systems that rely on having 2 inserters and everything, because we will at that point no longer require 2 inserters on everything. We can use 1. We've got our carbon now, so we need to automatically supply these furnaces with their carbon. So to do that, obviously with this furnace is really easy. All I have to do is put an inserter there. Gotta love it when things are that easy. For this other one, the best way to go would be, well, the only way to go is just another belt. So that'll work there. If I use an underground, yeah, if I use an underground, I can put it there and there to free up space here. Throw an inserter down, pull the coke out of there so that it'll actually accept carbon, and then we run belts up here. Obviously this is not ideal in any fashion. If I'd placed these in better locations, it would work better. I don't want to use a burner for this. I want to use an inserter, an electric one. So we've got the coke on the belt, and now we just need to reorient the boiler system. The easiest way for me to do that is just to build 2 more boilers, because we're going to need extra boilers anyway at some point. And then the way that this system is built is that we're going to go like this, space those 1 block apart, put down a pipe there, put pipes here and here. We're going to have to pump the water in. More pipes. No, not undergrounds. No, stop it. Pipes. Pipe. Pipe. Now this will get water. Boop and boop. Those will get coal. Coke, I mean. Well, the best way to do it is like this. Pick up position. Pick up position. Alright. And then the steam needs to get sent down the stack that we end up having and goes into the steam engines. Rightio. So let's grab these boilers, stick them down, because now we can take inserters and we can steal fuel from this one to put in this one. Goes there, and then this gap in the middle allows us to put power lines in to power these inserters. And now I just need a power pole for this, and we need to pipe the steam into these steam engines. So the easiest way to do that at the moment, I don't need any of this. I don't need this thing anymore. Okay. Well, the easiest way to do it is to go the other way. Like this. Oh, it's going to connect. It's a waste of resources to use underground for that. Oh, no. Valve. Valve to the rescue. Oh, I need way too many of these. I need like 3 of them. Yeah, works for me. Valves are cheap. Three valves and pipe. Now I just need to power these. Boop. Once these ones fill up, we shouldn't have an issue with fuel. I mean, really, you want fast inserters for the first ones. That way they can get enough fuel in themselves so that they don't mind being stolen from. But eventually, these should get 5 in them. Well, I can just do that myself. Just throw a bunch of coke in there. Now these ones won't steal. They won't steal from here anymore. And there we go. Now we can have more steam engines now because we have more boiler capacity. But I need more iron. Anyway, I think we're doing well at the moment. I think this is what we needed. I don't think we're running full time though. I think we're still reaching a bottleneck, and I think that bottleneck is it carbon dioxide? Possibly. I don't know. The crusher takes half of the produced coal. So maybe I should have this first in the line, because once we get filled up on carbon dioxide, it won't take anymore. I don't need these pipes. We have some other... Yeah, they're not running because of not enough CO2. So we're not getting enough CO2, and that's because the CO2 is basically being stolen. We're full up on carbon now. Well, this belt is. I need to harvest some of this carbon for my own use. We'll just put a chest here and an inserter with a long reach. It's not going to steal the carbon very quickly, but honestly we don't need the carbon running full time anyway. The less, in fact, having this full is actually a good thing, because the fuller this is, the less of the coal it'll take, and it'll allow the CO2 to build up, which I think is starting to. Maybe it's just because this is so far away. I probably need pumps. I think that the pressure gets so low that the flow rate isn't very good at all. But so I probably need like pumps or something. I'll figure that out. I mean, it is pretty far away. I don't want to have to relocate this over here though. That would be annoying. But it looks like we've got the fully built out system. Now it's just a matter of getting it all the resources it needs to run continuously. This is able to run continuously and produce our sulfuric wastewater that we need, only as much as we need. I mean, when the coke backs up, we have some issues. I need a better harvester for this. This is not fast. I mean, it's just not fast enough. Anyway, this will be good for now. We've accomplished quite a lot. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Stay tuned for future episodes. I'm SentinalH, and I'm signing out.